What's up, guys? You'll have to excuse me, I'm fighting a million bugs right now, but I'm down here in Central Florida, and I really wanted to just spend a few minutes talking to you guys about catching, just straight up catching. I'm loving this new kayak. Changed to Bonafide just recently, and found myself down here fishing matted grass, and I've got bugs all over me. I'm talking millions of bugs. You guys can see they're over my face, they're all over everything. No, not Okeechobee. Central Florida, not Southern Florida. And I'm catching fish. Well, we're gonna have to go get this one if he doesn't pull me off in this grass. Oh, he shook me off. Dadgummit. What happens is they get up in this grass and they can wedge themselves off. That's the hard part of it. He was only about 2 pounds. But I'm throwing paddle tail swim baits around isolated, I guess these are cattails or buggy whips or something. I don't know what they call them down here in Florida. All I know is there's fish around them. And the lure for today is the Gambler Big Easy. It's my favorite swim bait down here in Florida. I don't throw it much outside of Florida, but it's what it is right now. If you guys are not subscribed to my channel, be sure to do it. I absolutely love teaching people how to fish. I'm fishing super shallow, and they are stacked. Oh, he came off too. They're hard to get in a boat. They're stacked in this grass. Throw right up in this little hole right here. I'm gonna flip the camera over here in just a second and show you guys what I'm fishing. Watch this. Oh, he took my tail. We're gonna catch him. Give me just a second. I'm changing out my swim bait. Here we go. Watch this. I'm gonna get on that grass. Slaying them. Absolutely slaying them. Not big ones, these are all males. I hope there's a big female around here somewhere. But man, he mangled that thing. So I'm fishing. This is kind of a cool little place. Right next to Stick Marsh. Kayak access only, or canoe, or whatever kind of personal watercraft you can drag around the gate. But it is, when you figure them out, which has taken me most of the day to get a good bite. I've been catching them all day, but all small little bitty males. If you can find a wad of them like this, you can get rich in a hurry. But I'm gonna leave this patch of grass and I'm gonna paddle over to the one behind me. I think, except my paddle's back there. Oh well, we'll figure something out. On that fish bit, I guess my paddle fell out. I know what I can use. There we go. So, bugs are, let me cover my mouth up at least. The bugs are bad, dude. Drop my paddle. Not like paddling with your net, huh? Yeah, I don't use a paddle leash. I guess I'm gonna have to. Paddle leash is always getting away. But that might not be a bad idea. Consider it. Alright, so the reason I'm covering my mouth is because of all the bugs that are on this, in this matted hydrilla. And I'm breathing them in. So they are everywhere, and there are millions of them. But I'm gonna pull up right here. Actually, let's change angles just a little bit, where I can throw right down the center of this grass. The thing I love about a kayak is it's stealthy. It doesn't really spook the bass any. I don't have a fish finder on the boat. I left it in the truck on purpose. I really didn't need it. And I'm gonna position the boat right here. Drop my power pole. Drop my front anchor. I'm in a ditch. All right. Now, all right, here we go. Here we go. There's one. Little bitty one. Flip it around. I don't know if I catch another one. That really wasn't anything that jumped on it until it got to this outside edge. But we shall see. Let me turn it over here, throw it over this way. And then let's try this spot. I'm using a 5/0. It's a Gambler 5/0 swim bait hook is what it is. It's got about a 1/16 ounce weight on it, just enough to keep the keel up. It's got a little screw lock on. I'm actually going to make a video on this tomorrow and launch it hopefully in the next 2 weeks. And it'll cover all the details. I'm using a 7'5" medium heavy action rod, 50-pound braid because I'm fishing in the grass, 8 1-to-1 gear ratio reel because you've got to catch up to them a lot of times. They hit it like it's going out of style. I'm switching between two colors, a color called Copperfield and Killer G. And these are easy swimmers. I had a line dig in on that last hook set, just caused myself a backlash. Go. don't think there's any bass around this grass right here. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. This grass right here that I'm trying to catch fish on, it's got hydrilla all the way up against it. There's no bare bottom around it. I'm going to run a couple of baits through the center and see if I get a reaction, see if I can pull a fish out of it. But I don't think so. And of course I get the hook stuck in it. This grass is famous for that. All right, nothing. Let's head over to that next patch. Should catch at least a few more in the next few minutes, and then we'll say la-di-da. See you later. Any questions while I'm going to this next spot? You guys talking about the name on my boat? I missed all of that. So this lake is a water authority lake right next to the stick marsh is where it is in central Florida. So I fish milfoil a little bit different because it doesn't break as easy as a hydrilla does, but I'll use the same baits, just different techniques of ripping it out of the grass or trying to stay on top of the grass. Maybe use a little bit lighter bait so it doesn't get down into the grass. Hydrilla I'm not so worried about, but milfoil just can be really difficult to break off your hook while you're fishing. Boy, there should have been a fish right there. Can't get over all the bugs. Want my wind back. It was blowing 11 miles an hour ago. Now it's dead calm. So around the back side of this thing and see. Looks like there might be something around on the back side. Do I think everybody's going to switch to electric trolling motors? No, I don't think so. They're awful expensive. But they have to allow them, and they've allowed them for years. And the reason is because there's a lot of wounded vets, a lot of older gentlemen and ladies, and that require electric motors. So, and plus we also promote and help Torquedo out a lot, and Torquedo donates a lot of electric motors to wounded vets. So we help them make money so they can donate motors. So I can't believe there wasn't a fish on this one. This is like ideal. Huh. Maybe it's the color. I'll change back to Copperfield and see if maybe it's the color, but I should have at least gotten a reaction strike. These bugs. Look at this. Let me see if I can get close enough for you guys to see all the bugs on my face. When you going to show us your bona fide setup? As soon as I get finished kind of rigging it out. I'm still trying to figure out what I want, what I don't want. I just can't get over how stable and how comfortable this boat is. I'm sitting so stinking high, and in most kayaks this wide, if you get up this high, it gets unstable. Not this boat. I literally can stand up and sit down really easily. I don't need a stand assist strap like I did on the Jacksons. But I like it so far. I really do. gosh, he was right here at the boat. I was not paying attention. Try that again. It was color. They didn't want that black and purple. There he is. Fed him. Go back and get my... Oh. There's another one. Where'd my bait go? Dang it. I hate to do that. Any gators? Gosh, oh yeah. I saw one about 2 hours ago. Biggest gator I absolutely have ever seen on the water, and I've seen some big ones. From his eyes to his nose was easily 14 inches. It was well over 12 inches, and his snout was as wide as 2 fists. Saw him at about 50 yards, no, closer than that, probably 40 yards. He didn't stick around once he realized that I was watching him. Oh man. All right, let's see if we can catch one more, and then I'm gonna stop this sucker because it's eating my data up, but it should. All right, let's one more time down the side, and then we'll go to the next patch of grass. All right, let's go to the next one. Here's a quick tip. I know I can't zoom out and let you guys know, and the sun's directly behind me, but when you're paddling through matted vegetation, if you turn your paddle backwards where you're paddling with the rounded side of the paddle, it'll come through the grass a whole lot easier. It won't get hung up in the matted grass. And that is also why I don't like a pedal drive, because I cannot do this with a pedal drive. So this lake has got some monster tilapia in it too. There's definitely a fish in this. All right, we'll flip it around so you guys can watch. We're gonna catch another fish. After I make a better cast. There he is. Oh, he's strong. Yeah, that's a good one. Man. Strong hooks. Sweetness. Pull that power pole up, flip this around so the sun's not to my back so you guys can see this fish. Easier said than done. There we go. There it is. About 2.5 pounds, maybe. He's fat. Look at that fat fish. Awesome, awesome. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this live video. I'm going to keep catching them. Look forward to seeing a few videos. I launched one today. I've got 3 more that I've shot so far this week. I've got a couple more I want to shoot before I go home tomorrow. And but like I always say, be sure to introduce somebody to fishing. Introduce them to my channel. Let me help you teach them how to fish. More importantly, get out on the water, go and catch some fish, and have a great day. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you.